More cargo planes, cargo flights have been spotted landing in Eritrea. What are these cargo flights delivering? They're not delivering any humanitarian aid. These flights are not being logged, they're not being registered in the logbook at the airport. It means that they are carrying something which the Eritrean government does not want to disclose. Are these flights supplying weapons to the Eritrean government? Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching the channel. Two news stories. First one is about military cargo planes landing in Eritrea. I did a video on that a few days ago. More flights are now being reported. So I thought of sharing details with you. Secondly, some Eritreans have been arrested in Tigray. 8 Eritreans have been arrested in Tigray. Let's have a look at this news story first. On Friday, reportedly, 8 Eritreans were arrested in Mekelle, Tigray regional capital. Pictures in circulation. Border, by the way, is not tightly controlled now. Tigray Eritrea border, Eritrean military allowing Tigrayans to enter Eritrea, Eritreans being allowed to enter Tigray too. Then why have these Eritreans been arrested in Mekelle? I mean, what we have learned is that on daily basis, dozens of Eritreans are entering Tigray from the Nebred, the Dairo road. They enter Tigray. And obviously, they're entering Tigray after paying money to Tigray military officers, Tigray border guards, which is basically Tigray military. Human trafficking is a business in Tigray. Eritrean and Tigrayan military commanders are the beneficiaries of this human trafficking. They make money, and it's rampant. It's a daily routine. Then why have these Eritreans been arrested in Mekelle? Either they did not pay money, they entered without paying money, but they say they paid money to the people, or the Tigray government wants to show to the federal government that Tigray government is protecting Tigray border. It is not allowing anyone to illegally cross the border, which is not true, by the way. Tigray government, TPLF, they have formed a new relationship with the Eritrean side. The Simdo celebrations happened without any approval of the federal government, no visas issued, and hundreds of Eritreans, hundreds of Tigrayans entered Eritrea, vice versa too. So the arrest of these Eritreans is suspicious for me. I don't think it shows Tigray government's real intent to curb human trafficking, because Tigray government is a part of this human trafficking network. Back to the main news story, viewers. It seems that military cargo planes are landing in Eritrea. Whenever such planes carrying military equipment arrive at airports in countries, the arrival is not registered in logbooks at the airports. But there are several ways now to monitor and confirm the arrivals and departures of the secret flights at airports. People have gadgets through which they easily monitor such flights. So it's now very difficult to hide the flights. We saw that in the case of military support for Ethiopian government from UAE and Turkey during Tigray war, that the Ethiopian government never acknowledged the arrival of such flights carrying military equipment, but experts monitored, confirmed the flights, and later everything was confirmed. Now Eritrea is piling up weapons. Eritrea, Ethiopia tensions continuing. That is why both countries are buying as many weapons as they can. They are gauging each other's capabilities and they want to defend themselves or they want to prepare themselves for offensive operations. At least three flights have been spotted now from Belarus to Eritrea since August. In the last 50 days, three flights confirmed so far. The flights were operated by an airline using an aircraft which has been involved in transport of weapons to several African countries. That is why we can safely conclude that these flights are about deliveries of weapons from Belarus to Eritrea. Eritrea is buying weapons from Russia through Belarus or Russia approved such sales. Russia is a supplier of weapons to the Eritrean government. Eritrean military equipment is made in ex-Soviet Union, made in Russia. Uh, a Ruby Star IL-76TD is the name of the aircraft which was involved in these flights, three flights. So this aircraft, as I said earlier, has been spotted delivering weapons to several other African countries. And this aircraft reportedly landed at Massawa airport. And experts say that unexplained activity is happening at Massawa airport for the last few months. One unexplained activity is the arrival of Sudanese military planes at Massawa when RSF carried out drone strikes at Sudanese military in Port Sudan. Sudan relocated its military planes from Port Sudan to Massawa. And I shared some pictures with you a few weeks ago showing Sudanese military planes parked at Massawa airport. So can we say that these weapon deliveries are meant to support Sudanese government and Sudan is buying weapons from Belarus or from some other parties through Eritrea? I think one of these flights was tracked before the arrival of Sudanese military planes in Massawa. The arms deliveries could be linked to Sudanese civil war too, but Port Sudan is safe now, by the way. RSF did not conduct any drone strike on Port Sudan in the last few weeks. Other flights are arriving in Port Sudan. So it means that military cargo planes can also arrive, can also use Port Sudan airport. Khartoum airport is also being reconstructed. So most probably the arms deliveries, the arms shipments are for Eritrean military. And this development is linked to Ethiopia-Eritrea tensions over sea access. Poor country Eritrea, people can hardly make both ends meet, fleeing the country, lack of economic opportunities. Eritrea is one of those countries from where people flee in large numbers every year. And it is spending its hard-earned money on buying weapons. Same is the case with Ethiopia, dependent on foreign food aid to feed its people, and it wants to buy the most modern drones, fighter jets, and bombers. Why not make peace? Why is that the two countries are not making peace? If they make peace, believe me, they can save billions of dollars to spend on their people. Thanks for watching.